Recruiter here, the headless headhunter, getting you ahead of your job search by reviewing your resumes. The resume we have up first is a software engineer intern. This person did not tell me how many applications they've applied to. Maybe it's in their note. I try not to read the note until after I review it. But what we're looking for in an intern is really simple. Degree, basic knowledge of tech stack, language, library, SQL, cloud, the ability to work well with others, and you take direction and criticism. And for an intern that is not a master's or PhD level intern, across multiple industries, not just software engineering, like literally everything, like HR and data science and accounting. This is all they're looking for. That's basically it. Every intern overcomplicates it. So can I find that in 20 seconds? Because that is how long recruiters have to actually find your information. If we do not find it in 20 seconds, we move forward away from you and you get rejected, unfortunately. So let's see if I can find it and go. Oh, this formatting is a nightmare. Okay, degree, good. React Native Mobile MVP. Okay, that's kind of what I'm looking for, but not really. Nothing here. Design and deploy to REST API. Okay, good. That is what I'm looking for in SQL, and that's it. Nothing here. Most of this is irrelevant. Built a machine learning platform. PostSQL. Okay, yeah, this would be a delete. So let's read what this person said, but I would have rejected this. Maybe their note changed my mind, but unfortunately 20 seconds is all you get. So I haven't gotten a single interview. Started my search a month ago with about 100 applications. Okay, yeah, I can understand why you're not getting an interview. Experience section is freelance. Startup work with no pay. Algo Mines project is deployed. And I don't know where to improve. So first off, the where to improve is everything. This is not a good resume. So the very first thing I'm going to tell you, and this is the link is below. It's on my website. It's free. Use this formatting. It'll get you a job. I swear. The formatting is 30% of your grade, but when your resume looks like this, it makes it so I can't find what I need in time. So this is how you do it. Again, it's on my website. I'm going to stop with the formatting because, my goodness, everything here. This should not be bolded. This should not be bolded. Nothing here should be bolded. So the second point is you don't actually contain what I'm looking for in an engineer, a software engineer to move forward. Again, when I'm looking for an intern, I am not looking for a leader unless your role specifically requires leadership, like some some like consulting firms do internships where they do want leadership. But I don't want to see that you led others. I want to see that you have been led. I want to see that you can take direction. I want to see that you can work well with others. And I need a basic knowledge of your industry, which you did not give me. You gave me an advanced knowledge of your industry, but I'm not looking for that. I'm looking for basics. If you literally just said developed a React, which is fine, React mobile. See, I don't even know what the MVP in this is. Is it? I guess this is more for. Right, this is Android. So, is this Android? I don't see a lot of this because this is more. This is more like mobile dev, which maybe they would want MVP in mobile dev. They wouldn't really care about it for anything. Here has nothing, right? Here you say REST API is good, but I don't, and SQL, but I don't have anything else. Where's the Java or the Python or the C Sharp or the .NET? I need the basics. I cannot move you forward if I do not have the basics. And unless MVP is very critical for, or is it MVP? It is, yeah, unless MVP is critical for mobile devs, which maybe it is. I don't have a lot of experience in that. They don't care, right? Like, I need the basic language. I need Python. So if you just wrote a sentence that said it used Python, Docker, Django in an AWS environment with SQL, that would have been better than literally anything you wrote here, except for RESTful APIs. That's good. But you didn't. You tried to fix it with all this other random stuff that I don't care about. So you need to delete this resume and start again. You need to fix the formatting, and then you need to tell me very basic stuff. I just need to see the basics. I don't need to see anything more than that. This is why you don't brag in your resume, is because it always fails, is because I only need the basics. If you show me the advanced stuff, I'm going to assume you don't know the basics. I hate the fact that I have to do that. And then I also need something about how you worked well with others and took criticism and direction. I don't see that, right? Like, build a team of 5 is the starting place, but how did you work with those team members? How did you email weekly? Did you criticize each other's code? Because it could just be you were like, I'm going to do this. Goodbye. I'm not talking to you. That's me coding. I can't actually code. And if that's the case, they're not going to want to move you forward. So I need you to rethink what you're going for, because you're trying to impress me and I'm not going to be impressed. My heart is shriveled, all right? You cannot impress it. It does not beat for that. I just need the basics. I need you to think about this like a form you give somebody to at the DMV. That is the best way to think of your resume. So if you ever need more help, though, you can stop by my live stream every Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 11 a.m. PST on twitch.tv/headlessheadhunter. Right now, my resume queue line is very long. It's close to 270, but if you stay for about 5 of my streams, you get a skip function for free. But for everybody else, before we go to the next resume, please share this with your friends and family that need help. I'm here to help as many people as I can, and I want to make sure that you get ahead of your job search. Next, resume. This is a resume of a DevOps engineer. So what we need in a DevOps engineer is Cloud, DevOps, CI/CD, Cloud, Jenkins, GitHub, GitLab, Docker, Ansible, Linux, Xenix. I don't know why that's there. I feel like I've seen it once or twice. SQL, infrastructure as code, Terraform, DynamoDB, Google Cloud, Docker, Kubernetes, Helm, Vault, IIAC, security practices, network protocols, firewalls, SOC, compliance, and cross-functional. Whew. So this person accidentally doxed themselves. They did try to fill it out, but it messed up a little bit. And going forward, if you dox yourself in, like, you do not scrub anything out, I am not going to review the resume. My line is getting too long for that, so that is going to be the new rule going forward. Now, if you make a mistake and you think it's actually, scrubbed out, but it's not, I'll let that pass. But if you do not scrub out any of it and you submit it, I am going to reject it. So, let's review this person. And I cannot scroll past this because they did block it out, but they made a mistake. And mistakes happen. That's okay. Everybody makes mistakes. So, 20 seconds. And go. Loyalty is it? What? Okay. AWS, good. Terraform, IAC, that's actually solid. Improved systems and migration linked to Docker and AWS. Helm, human analyst and ICD pipeline, that's actually pretty good in Jenkins. Please go to AWS. Terraform and GitHub. That's not bad. This actually has mostly what I need. I think you repeat some of this before, like too much, but this actually has close to what I need. I think I'm missing like Linux or the thing that you did it on. I'm missing SQL, but this is not bad. Although, what is this, bro? Loyalty is a two-way street. You give me a problem, I'll own it and solve it. I specialize in elegant solutions and ruthless efficiency. No excuses, just results. Don't write that. Don't do that. There may be 1 or 2 people that enjoy that, but I feel like you will alienate the vast majority of people because that's just a weird thing to say. But yeah, so again, this actually has close to what I want. Like, it has cloud, it has Terraform, it has IAC, it has I think Helm was one of them. I just want a little bit more, right? Like, I want to know a little bit more about, like, DevOps, like, just the word DevOps. I know that's basic, but it's very helpful. And I want to know a little bit more specifically about, like, there was one thing I was missing, like Linux or Xenix or Microsoft, basically the environment you were working in, besides just cloud. But otherwise, this is actually a pretty solid part of the resume. I know people are probably expecting me to like eviscerate this, but it's not bad. These are actually some good bullet points. I don't like the one like this one is bad and this one is bad, but the rest of it is pretty solid except for this one. But this is mostly how you write bullet points. So my notes are fix the formatting up a little bit, clean it up, add a little bit more of this stuff. But overall, this is good. This would get a pass. This is a pass resume. Except for this part. This might rub some people the wrong way. So let's go to the next resume. This is a resume of a help desk developer, or help desk, IT support, IT technical support. They're all kind of the same thing, even though they're different job titles. So what we're going to be looking for is, one, the industry of this right here. So this is a little bit weird because, like, if you're like help desking for cloud, it's going to be different than if you're help desking from a product. If you're help desking from a CRM, which is a customer relationship management software, versus an SaaS, which is a software as a service. So basically, like, what you're supporting. And then I want to see like Mac and OS or Linux or Android or Windows. So what is the environment? I want to see that you have a degree, sometimes college, sometimes high school. And that includes some certs too. Customer service, that you can troubleshoot problems and problem solving. That you have anything from networking, again, DNS, DHCP, TCP, IP, VPN. That you can multitask and meet deadlines. You've used Jira, Microsoft Office and 360, Active Directory. And then a bonus is for like those certs, Microsoft Certified and PowerShell. So let's find it in 30 seconds and go. All right. What? That's not related. That's not related. Not related. Coordinated via MS Teams, Slack, Zoom, and GitHub. Okay. Meet deadlines. I mean, that's not bad, but what did you do? SaaS demos is okay. Good. What? Okay. Yeah. So this is bad. This is actually not a problem I see a lot. This is actually the reverse of the issue with a lot of other people is it's not that this is terrible by itself. It's just that so most people write the tech skills close to what I want, but they really mess up on the social skills like multitasking and deadlines. This person actually did the reverse. These are very solid multitask and meet other people and working together kind of bullet points, but they gave me absolutely nothing on the tech, which is what I actually need too. You need both. So yeah, that's weirdly the problem is I don't see anything about networking. I don't see about trouble. This kind of is troubleshooting. I don't know what you did at this team. I don't know what you did this through. Was it through Jira? I mean, I guess it was just through these, but like, what else did you do? Is 50 plus tickets important? I don't know. Where is any of the tech stuff? Like, you have written these soft skills pretty well. I will give you that. Although I think you do need one about deadlines and multitasking. Yeah, you do need ones about multitasking and deadlines. But I literally just need you to add in some of this stuff. Like, troubleshooting, I think you've done, yeah. But like, where's the networking? Am I missing the networking? Maybe I'm missing the networking. Okay, it's all the way down there. I would not have gone that far down. I still don't know the industry you've done. I don't know the industry. I don't know if you've done this on Mac, Linux, Android, or Windows. So yeah, this is not going to take you a long time to fix, right? So first off, go to my resume format, make those changes. Very, very small, but it'll help. And then just add in the actual tech stuff. That's all you have to do. You've written the hard part. This should not take you more than 30 minutes to do. So this is not a tear this down. It's disgusting. You were so very, very close to having a great resume. Sorry. And then you said, for context, I'm applying to tech support. I'm also looking to do junior dev roles. I don't see enough for junior dev in this, but that's a separate resume. Like, you would definitely need a separate resume. So yeah, remove like half of these. Maybe keep SQL, but I don't care about the Python or the PAR. So yeah, that's all I can do with that one. Let's go to the next resume. This is a resume of a business analyst. So what we need in a business analyst, which is different than a data analyst or a business scientist. There's like 1,000 names. They're all actually different. So there's data analyst, there's business analyst, and then there is one other that I'm blanking on, but they're all different. So what we need is SQL, Tableau, Power BI, Industry, Microsoft Office, PowerPoint, Outlook, Excel, Word, Jira, SAP, requirements gathering and documentation, cross-functional from IC to stakeholders and managers, explaining complex topics to non-technical people. This is massive. This is something that they all share is you need to be able to explain a complex topic to somebody that is not aware of it in the industry. You absolutely need to, and I need to see that on your resume. Meet multiple deadlines concurrently and Agile, Scrum, and Waterfall or Waterfall. If you have any of those from the bottom, it should be fine. So 20 seconds. Let's see if I can find it and go. Okay. Degree, used Excel, SQL, and SAS. Okay. Patterns to help clients for informational planning. Okay. Created a visual KPI Power BI dashboards for using SAP analytics. Okay. Good. Forecast. Okay. Good. You need to show me, not tell me here, but I like the principle. Using Agile, Scrum methodologies in Jira. Okay. Yeah, this is solid. Okay, so there's a couple of problems, but it's still solid. Like, I want to be clear. This is pretty good. So what did this person say? They did not give me any notes. Darn. They should have given me notes. But this is actually a pretty good resume. I think a couple of problems is, A, you may need to You may be international, and even a very, very, very good resume from an international student may only get 1 in 100. So there was a data analyst I helped who had like a 1 in 500 ratio. And then after I helped them, it was a 1 in 30 ratio, which is fantastic, especially for an international. The problem was, because of the government, they changed the laws of how they work, and that 1 in 30 turned into a 1 in 100. Is the resume good? Yeah, it still is. There's some minor tweaks they could do, but it's not the resume. It's the fact that basically nobody's hiring internationals right now. So it's not impossible, but it's real hard. And honestly, this resume is still pretty solid. I think this is the one that I've helped them redo like multiple times. My biggest issue is you need to show me and not tell me how you did this about the complex topics. You want to explain how you did that. In fact, this might be one of those resumes where they fixed it. But and the other one is I don't need as many dates. I don't need these percentages in sales. I need a little bit more, but otherwise they match most of what I need. See, and I would say here, instead of Power BI dashboards, I would just say, no, for business analysts, that's fine. I was confusing them with data analysts. So yeah, overall pretty solid. There's just some minor tweaks they can make, but let's go to the next resume. This is a resume of a data analyst. See, slightly different. There's a lot of overlap, but in this case, it's a little more focused on Excel, which you can tell down here. The stakeholders and explaining complex topics is the same. You need to do that across like multiple ones. But here I want to see the word specifically data visualization, SQL, your industry, a little bit more in Excel, maybe some Python R, and then that is the difference, right? So there is a lot of similarities between a business and a data analyst, but if I was looking for a business analyst, I would probably focus a little bit more on the other things. So even if it had both of them, it would take up space from the one you want. So again, make your resume very specific. I feel like I said that poorly, but whatever. Your resume needs to be very specific towards a specific job title, not the individual job. Don't remake it every time you apply, because that's actually a way to lose interviews. So let's see if I can find what I need for this data analyst in 20 seconds. Oh, they're in the UK. Okay, well, I have to judge this based on the US. I don't have the UK version. So, and go. All right, can't use anything here. Can't use anything here. Where's your education? Okay, all the way down there, and you've got a master's, I think. Okay, good. And then EDA, what's EDA? Python, good. Why do I need that? Design and implement. Okay, I don't care about that. Skibbity learn, maybe I care about. Python is good, but you already mentioned it. Power BI, okay, Power BI dashboards is good, and that's it. Yeah, this would be a definitely rejection. So what did you rate for me? I'm hunting for data analyst roles in the UK. I'm worried that my experience comes across as ambiguous. Manufacturing, retail, public sector, MS project. No, it's not ambiguous. It's the fact that you don't tell me anything I need. I get very overwhelmed to curate my experience for each role. It takes a lot of time. How do I improve that? Okay, so never tailor your resume to each job. All right. I know that's going to sound chaotic from what I just said. So what you need to do is take 10 to 15 job descriptions that are good. They have the qualifications, not the responsibilities. Those don't matter, but the qualifications. Take 10 to 15 of those that are all closely related. So like all business analyst or all data analyst or all software engineer Javas. And then make an aggregate list of these from those qualifications. Those will be your keywords. But if you tailor your resume to each individual job, you actually lose out, because the way ATSs actually work is they sort people on a first come, first serve basis. So if you take, say, 5 minutes to apply, for some roles that is too long, and we will find who we need before we get to you. So you want to do my method of finding a job title, take about 15 jobs from that, make your resume based on that, and use those to mass apply. That way you get the accuracy of a tailored resume and the volume of mass applications, because you need both. It doesn't matter if you get there first if your resume has nothing we need, and it doesn't matter if your resume has everything we need, but we don't even see it because we've already made a hire by that point. So how you improve is fix all of this. There's like nothing here. Like, delivered weekly parts to marketing and what do you mean performance packs? Now, again, this is the UK. I do not recruit in the UK, really. Maybe there's a difference, but why do I care with DAX, right? Like, this is the stuff I'd care about. And if you look at this, it has almost nothing of it. Because remember, I cannot use this. I cannot use anything in the skills section. I cannot use anything in the summary. Anything there is irrelevant. I need you to put it here. And what's here is practically nothing. And don't do that. So fix your formatting, because the formatting is awful. And no, you're going to have to redo your whole resume. There's like nothing here that's salvageable. So I need you to actually focus on what the qualifications are. These are the qualifications. These are what I need. If I do not see them, I cannot move forward. I need you to stop thinking you're going to impress me. I need you to make it basic. I need you to inform me of what you've done. That's what I need. And remember, your audience, maybe they're technical, maybe they're not. But if you inform, you will succeed. If you impress, you fail. And you fail because you're tailoring it for each job. So I need you to rethink how you do this. My guide on my website, which is free, shows you how to do that, which I would very much recommend, because there's nothing here I can use. Like, why do I care that you used EDA or A/B testing or uplifting model? You didn't show me that you could teach the stakeholders. You said that you automated them and reduced manual reporting by 30% and then bolding it for some reason, but I don't care about that. You delivered weekly performance packs, but that's not explaining complex topics. That's giving them a pack. Maybe it's not. Maybe it is, but you didn't tell me. You didn't show me. So I need you to show me how you've done it. I need you to show me how you've done this stuff. You can never just assume. So that's all I can do for this resume. If anybody ever needs any more help, they can always come on my live stream every Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 11 a.m. PST on twitch.tv/headlessheadhunter. I'm here to help you all get ahead of your job search. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next video.